T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, well, that's still talking somewhere. There we go. Hello, welcome to Honey Badger 3D Print and Paint. Today, we are carrying on with the Voron build. We've got some friends that are joining us. So welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, the cube has slightly evolved since the last time that we were on the stream. So what have I done so far? So I've fitted some of these carriages to the rails. I've put the rails on. I have fitted, if we go back to the top, there we go. I fitted these pieces, which are the Z idlers, I think. And then I've also done the feet, which include the Z motors. So next things next. I am now going to start. Hey, Carl. I'm now going to apply my bed to my bed surface. As we said with Nero before, this is not a Kev Novo bed. I mentioned it to BluRolls, and they basically said that the one that is on here is of the same quality as a Kev Novo bed, which is a very bold statement that I have no way of verifying. Like,
well, if they say it is, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what I meant to do. Like you just saying, oh well, it's the same quality. I go, oh, okay, cool, thanks. Twice in a week, Carl. Honestly, I have been twinking. I've been playing about with this during the week. And if I'd left it much longer, it'd have just been finished.
Let's just say that most of today you was doing stuff on that.
No. So this morning I was doing some stuff. Then I had a bunch of work that I needed to get done, so I was doing that. But yeah, I was tweaking with it last night, and I was tweaking with it the night before, and all of that kind of stuff. So I have been playing about with it a lot. So this bit was really interesting, and I don't know why it's so interesting to me, because it's just an end stop, really. But if I go back to this camera and I'll try zooming in a little bit, there we go. Right. So what this is a, hold on. There we go. Right. So what this is a de-lidded G2 bearing, right, which is what's in here. This is a little pin that goes inside, and then underneath is where you take the bar off of an end stop off an end stop switch, and then can you hear that? No. As this pin goes down, it triggers the end stop. Hi, Paul. And I was just, it's such an elegant little thing that went together way easier than I thought it was going to. And yeah, I just really like that. I don't really know why. Put that back into focus. There we go. So I am now trying to figure out how the hell you do this bed. So M316s. Are these M316s? I think they are. No, they're M320s. So they're too long. So the instructions, I just don't really, unless literally you're supposed to screw through.
Well, it just looks to me like it goes into the extrusion.
Yeah, but it can't do, can it?
Well,
because the bed has to be fixed, surely.
Surely it'd show you if there was something else.
Right, so hold on. So let me share my screen. Right, so this is the manual, right?
Of which is on page 35.
I am on page 35. Yeah, we're still very early on. I don't know how many pages there. Oh, it's 139 pages, so that's still quite a few. So this is the end stop going together, right? You can actually put a JST connector in the side. I'm not doing that because I can't bother to solder it. This is the build plate install, right? So in the first instance, it is saying there, oh, well, instead of doing 4 points, you can just do 3. But with that to the side, like, it still looks to me like what?
Ray Millyard, if you've just finished your 2.4 build,
How did you attach the bed?
how does that bed attach?
Am I just being silly? And all you do is you literally have hold on. Oh, that's
Inception.
Inception. Hello, fellow people. Yeah, work relaxing. Just finished my trip. Right. So yeah. So Ray Miller. So do you just use do you just put these nuts into the extrusions, and then you just literally screw it into that? Like, is that what you're supposed to do? And if so, how are you then they never show the T-nuts in the manual, right? So it is just T-nuts that go in there. That's very annoying. That's very annoying.
It makes more sense.
It would make a little bit more sense if you sort of showed the kind of thing I should be looking for. But fine, okay. There, right, okay, I found these. So these go in here, and then these go underneath. Oh, well, they can't be right. Because, oh, no, that is right. M3s go into an M4 knurled nut. So the knurled nut is literally just a spacer then. That's literally all it does. So these don't even screw into the knurled nuts. They're literally just spacers for them to sit on top of the extrusions. Right, okay, fine. We'll do that then. No, that was the wrong screw. I'm going to put the 4 in because I feel a little bit weird just leaving one out. So if I have to, I'll do something. I'll do something different when I need to. But for now, but that does feel like a little bit of an instruction that someone could have put in there. Oh, hello. Hi, Matt.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. So we've got Matt back from Tactile 3D Prints.
Yeah, sorry, my dog, she jumped off a high place and she kind of was limping. I had to look after her.
She all right?
Yeah, she was. I think she dislocated her leg a little bit, but then I kind of put it back in. So she's fine.
That doesn't sound ideal,
Did you just say that your dog's leg popped out of its socket and you just put it back in?
Only a little bit.
Yeah, so all what you need to do is pull it down and put it back up.
Right. Okay.
I just massaged it.
Literal nonsense. I understand how. To be clear, I understand how dislocations work. What I'm simply stating is that at no point since we've met have you ever described yourself as a vet.
No, I'm not a vet.
Popping things into a
I
dog
just massaged
is
her,
definitely
you know.
something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah,
If I was a
I don't
dog,
think
would have
I don't
savaged
think
her.
I don't think she has dislocated totally. You know, it's just like
Just a little bit.
bruised. You know, yeah, just a little bit. So
Just a
I
little bit of
just
dislocation.
she was laying down. I put her down on her side, and I just pulled her leg up and down like this, you know, and massaged her muscles. And after like 5 minutes, she was fine.
Getting a bit sinister now, Matt.
Huh?
Yeah.
Getting a bit weird. You laid her
Sorry.
down and massaged her leg.
It's
Oh,
like the
come on,
use you'll
guys.
get after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's expensive.
What, massaging a dog?
Right, but if your
No,
dog's leg isn't in
no,
its
vet
socket,
after
surely
9
it's for a
o'clock.
reason.
Emergency vet is twice the money or 3 times the money. So, but she's fine now. So
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she actually isn't.
Lily. Yeah, she's back
No,
to
this is just
herself.
like when a kidnapper makes the person come to the phone to prove they're alive.
Yeah.
Like they're not safe. They're just not
They're
dead.
just not dead yet.
So my extrusions are slightly too far apart. So I just need to unscrew these.
Up, up. Up, up. Lily. Up, up. Sit. See. There she is.
Right.
She's back to her old self.
Proof
Slow.
of life.
And she gets ham fed every once in a while.
Do you want to see what my dog eats? Eats better than we do.
Your dog eats. Is she actually on full raw now, or is she just?
Pretty much. So her diet consists of
What the hell was that?
She didn't like when I put her down. I told her to go down, and she like.
Yeah.
That was a very alarming noise, Matthew.
Actually,
Yeah.
she's harmless. She's harmless. She's more barks and bite, you know.
Yeah, that's not true.
And she's Lily, huh?
And
She
I've
wasn't
put the
back.
wrong T-nut in.
Yeah, no, my dog has raw mince, raw steak,
All right. Lucky dog.
cooked chicken, and cooked sausages. That's
Oh
what she
yeah.
eats.
Wow. Must be. I don't want to see the stool of it. I mean, the stool must be runny.
No, raw meat is good. Raw meat is actually a good diet for dogs.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah,
only
yeah.
has- She only has cooked sausage or cooked chicken like once a week. It's like a Friday night or Saturday night treat.
Mm. Yeah, my dog. They do get chicken every once in a while. What else? If I have a steak, every once in a while they get a steak, but they get only a little one, you know. So, Mika's hub is back.
Is he actually back? All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Hey, Daniel.
Mildly back. Actually, I'm looking at the next steps. I'm on page 38. So those pieces on top, they were printed? What was the
Yeah, if you like.
orientation?
What orientation were they printed in?
Yeah.
Whatever the thing came in.
Touche.
Like that wasn't meant to sound quite as sarcastic as it actually came out. Genuinely, I printed them in whatever orientation they were initially in. I didn't change about the orientations because you're supposed to print the vast majority of it without any supports. So if you start moving around if you start flipping everything round, then you screw up your.
So what have been some of your challenges printing with ABS versus the PLA and everything of that nature?
So we try to do almost everything that goes inside the printer in ABS. Everything that printed inside the Gufu Mido that Mike now has, actually printed pretty well. Adhesion wasn't an issue. Had to use a brim for some of it, but I was printing multiple parts, and that was fine. When it came to, there was a couple of parts that I'd already given Mike the Mido, and there were a couple of parts that needed to be reprinted. These Z idlers, so I printed them open on my Sidewinder X1, and my God, like I didn't use an enclosure, and that's my fault because I felt like garbage for the rest of the day. Like my throat was scratchy. I was only printing for about 6 hours, but it's not a big office, and you could tell there was no ventilation because I didn't want any cold breeze.
So definitely
that wasn't
enclosure.
cool. I didn't have an enclosure.
Yeah.
So I should have done. I will admit that.
I did do a badger though in ABS.
Oh, you did one already.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which way did you print it? What support did you use? This way? All right.
Tree support.
So what speeds are we looking at when we're finished with this 2.4?
So, I have seen people printing at over 500 millimeters a second with 30,000 acceleration.
Oh.
That's once you put input shaper on and everything else. Clipper does allow it to print a lot faster than Marlin would anyway. It
was crazy fast. Like it was.
Yeah, it was crazy fast. Right, so the end stop is meant to fit under the build plate, but please make sure the pin is not touching the bed. It can transfer. Say what? What, so the bed's meant to be all the way at the front of the extrusions?
Looks like it.
It would be nice if there was some, so you see where that is? That's implying that the bed is meant to be all the way at the front of those extrusions, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Okay. Well, nope.
No, don't just undo them.
What's that? I haven't done them.
Don't start using a fucking hammer. Right, just undo them.
But it's my favourite hammer.
I don't care. Throw it away. It shouldn't be near the printer. It shouldn't be near the printer. Throw it away.
It's my hammer. This is for when I need to gently persuade things.
I mean, it did leave a blank page for intentional purposes.
Did see? That's where the hammer would go normally.
This is where you grab the largest hammer you own.
It's not the largest hammer I own.
No, you have a sledgehammer.
I said it was my favourite hammer. I didn't say it was my biggest.
Isn't that a rubber hammer? What you have?
No, that is a club hammer.
Big wooden mallet.
It's
a wooden mallet.
It's a 4-pound masonry hammer.
Was making his
you know what I mean. With end of the piece, have a big. I mean,
the end of the piece of that is a big lump of steel.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I imagine this is going to take a couple more days.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already annoyed. This is no different to hitting it with a hammer. Just so we're clear, I'm just using my hands.
There's a big difference.
at least you will damage your hand, not the printer.
But I don't want to damage my hand. It's my favourite hand. That's
Use
why I
the
want
other
my
hand.
favourite hammer.
Use
The other hand, you have also a leg. Uh, 3mm to the left.
Oh my god. Like, I can't even figure out which one of these it is that they're all loose.
It just looks so beautiful.
It's a very nicely designed printer.
The way you handle it, it doesn't look just this way.
Well, sometimes I treat my objects like women, which is very poorly.
Man, I hope your wife doesn't see that. I mean,
She's not subscribed to the channel, Matthew, so that's not a concern for me. She refuses to subscribe to the channel, so it's not a concern that I have that she's going to find out about that comment.
She couldn't be less interested or care less in anything we say or do.
No, that's very true. She's a very bitter and twisted woman.
Oh, man.
Matthew, it really feels like you're got to give it a good slap. See, now that doesn't sound like the sort of thing that we should be encouraging.
Do you have
there we go.
hot end finished?
What's that?
Does your hot end look like this hot end?
Well, I've not built it yet, but I would imagine so.
Oh.
It's a rough approximation of what it should look like anyway.
It's only page
That's not
58.
real. That's a fake one. Mine's real. But does she have a broom like mine? I don't know what that means.
If you followed all these
Does my
instructions,
wife have a broom, or does my printer have a broom, or does the hot end have a broom? I don't know. I don't know what should have a broom. It will go fast. I've been keeping mine around 150, 200. Yeah, so I am going to do input shaper on this, which should enable me to go quite quickly. Should enable me to...
Maybe I should switch over to comments. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot there was other people here watching.
I want you to print a badger in 15 minutes.
Well, you'll have trouble. Well, I can. It'll just be really small.
No, I wanted to pump it up to such a speed that you could turn one of them out in 15 minutes.
Right.
Wow.
You match your
Right,
bed. Yeah.
You'll match the bed up more after the gantry is on. Well, that's a real problem because I've just smacked the shit. I've just smacked the crap out of that to get it where it is. So that's kind of where that lives. I'm not going to lie to you. There's not really a lot of tilt backwards and forwards with that. So I'm just looking at where the Z end stop position is. The end stop is meant to fit under the bed, but please make sure the pin is not touching the bed. Right. So the end stop goes under, but the pin
doesn't touch.
But the pin doesn't.
So the pin just touches the metal plate on the side, or so it gets an electric current or magnetic current?
It won't get a current. It can't.
So magnetic field is that, or like a magnet, and it detects the metal plate right next to it when it comes down to it. You know what I mean?
So here's the next question: does it matter if if it's on the left or the right? Because that looks like it's on the right, doesn't it?
I mean,
because that's the back of the machine. Where those wires are is the back, right?
So put it in the same place.
So that means that it's to the back right of those wires. Yeah? Between the pin and the bed, let there be a 2mm space.
No, it'd be the other side, wouldn't it? It's the other side.
No. If you look at it, Dan, go back. Hold on, I'll put you big. Probably. No, I'll put me big. There we go. Right, so these are the bed wires, right?
Yeah.
So these are the bed wires.
We can't see what you're doing on that camera.
Yeah? So these are the bed wires.
Yeah.
So if these are the bed wires, that means that image is rotated. So that means that this goes to the right hand side if you're looking from behind. No?
Well, no, it goes on the other side.
No, it's on the left side, mate. On this side.
I hate this. Yeah, that's on the left side. All right, fair play. All right. What are the screws that I use? So they are M320s.
Oh, you have the list out of parts? Yeah, I don't have that.
So how does it stop the Z?
How does it stop the Z? Do you know
Yeah.
what? I like the question, Matthew. You phrased it well. It was well structured. Good on you.
And he has no
Next
idea.
question.
Sorry, I'm not experienced as much as you guys are.
I want to be really clear. I don't know any more about this printer than you do, Dan. like I've watched like 9 YouTube videos on this. That's literally it. I don't want anybody ever watching any of my streams thinking there's a person who knows what he's doing.
I don't know. In the other video, you said you're a specialist.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a specialist just means this is all I do. It doesn't mean that I'm any good at it.
Someone's just said between the pin and the bed, there should be a 2mm space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, well, they're 30 mils. Oh, so there's this one.
I think Martin, the engineer, should get on the camera since he's already dealt with all these issues.
He's at work.
Touche. Just start reading all the comments.
Some
I'm
people have got other things to do.
Listen, I'm more enthralled
That
on
was
this
Ray
bill.
Miller who's at work.
What was that?
That was Ray Miller who's at work.
Oh, was it?
I should be at work. But I'm not.
But I'm not.
You playing Sicky?
No. I'm allowed some time off.
Between the bed,
Yes, you are.
I need 2mm.
Especially if you have your vacation days saved up.
Well, just do what I'll do and say I've had enough of this and just go home.
One day I wish I would have the luxury of saying
I do it
no
all the time.
and then just moving my office over.
I do it all the time. I tell them how much I hate them and then I just go home.
Right. Not touching 2mm. Nice. Done. We're attached. What's next? Next is, thingies. AB drive modules. Cool. Install heat inserts in thingies. Okay. Are these the thingies? Oh, they look like thingies, don't they? Yeah, they're the thingies. Right, so heat inserts. Heat inserts, you need a soldering iron. You need a plug socket. Don't touch any of the metal to the bed. Yep, we're fine.
Hey, Jerry. Hey, Carl.
Jerry, you're painting the back. Who's Black Widow? Is it? No meter on bed to stop heat. Michael's pick made my live stream. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, you became kind of famous on Jerry's show last night. You know, when you were going over to the other side of the room, you showed a little builder's bum.
We could all make jokes, but some of us choose not to.
Yes, okay.
That's all I'm
I
going
get
to
it.
say.
Hey, it happens to me too sometimes, you know.
Right, so it's the back right looking from the front. Yeah, okay, fair play. They change the rotation and manual all the time without telling you. Right, so I'm putting the heated inserts in. I really like these heated inserts.
Where are you at?
I am on. Give me 1 second and I'll have a look.
30.
If you like.
Excuse me.
There we go. So, threaded inserts. So threaded inserts, they melt into the back of the, they went on my Christmas cards.
Make you big screen?
No, it's all right. That's what I've just done. So I've put the inserts into these two pieces. So, inserts are in. Okay, so we've got...
Trust me, Jerry, this is not a game you really want to play with, mate.
What's that?
I said, trust me, Jerry, this is not a game you really want to play with, mate. I have no filter, and I have no off switch.
We've got 4 of those. M5 shims. Are these M5s? These are the M5s.
As I'm looking at this, yes, you could outsource making one of these units, but I would buy it as a kit than outsourcing and trying to find all these pieces.
So, so it's worth noting that you can't actually buy one of these. You can't buy a Voron. You can buy a kit, and the kit is basically the list of the bill of materials. And you can you can buy the kit. You can buy some ones that look a lot like it. So Formbot do one called the Tradoon, and that's based on the Voron 2.1, I think Nero said.
Yeah.
But it's not the latest version. I'm just trying to figure out like what these pieces are or where these pieces are. So the bearings, like, so I've got the heat inserts on both the front idle tensioners. I've got that, but then there's like,
it goes to the shims.
yeah, it goes to, so I'm on page 40, and it's like, I'm trying to figure out how that, like where the bits are for the bearing stack.
I would imagine right in the center.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out which bits they actually are, like, because I don't feel like it's particularly obvious.
One is stamped and one's ribbed up the side.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, this is a fun game. All right, let me delve into the parts that I've printed and see if they're in there. So it's not the Z idlers. It's got to come under the gantry. And did we say it's the front idlers? Yes, it is. So it's not that. Oh, this feels like the sort of thing. Wish these parts were better sorted. Right, let's move all of these bits, because these bits are all parts of the game screen.
How many parts in total was printed?
I mean, quite a few. I think it's like...
There was a number on it, wasn't there?
Well, yeah, but some of them print multiple times.
Yeah.
Right.
But there was a lot. Like, I know I'm not missing parts. So, but there should be 4 of them. So they should be like relatively easy to find. Front idler left. Front idler upper. No. Well, this is already irritating.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to level out this 400 by 400 bed.
Well, why don't you tell the lovely people about it whilst I figure out what the hell's going on?
Like usual, I got another printer. I'm sorry. It happens. But I usually don't spend more than $100 for a printer. So I picked up a, what is it? Because I always say the name wrong, like Trunks?
Trunksy.
Yeah, Trunksy, there you go. It's the 400 by 400 by 400. She was in rough shape. I tried to fit her in my car. Needless to say, I have a very, very small car, and I didn't bring any tools with me. So I eventually had to go into the Publix that I met the guy at, buy a standard Allen key set. So they didn't even fit. So I was limited to choosing which ones that I could use to take off. So I eventually removed one motor and was able to fit it in the car. But I had to take it back apart to get it out of the car when I actually got home. So she was in bad shape, but 12 hours later, mildly. So I wound up
It is an insane amount of time that you spend in your car, just as an FYI. Like, like the numbers that you put. Like Mike spends like 7 hours a day in his van because that's where he works. But you seem to spend like
my commute to work is about 3 minutes.
I hate you.
Like as soon as I get to the end of my road, I'm literally at work.
Yeah, Nero.
There's so much jealousy going on there. You don't even understand, Mike.
Right, I'm gonna have to go into the summer house.
Yeah, but I'm also jealous of you because I know full well before you came on here, I know what you went to do.
Yeah. So, whilst I have you on here, though, let's talk paint. I got a Goku model. What paints do I need? He's Super Saiyan something.
The problem is Mike doesn't know Dragon Ball Z. So he can give you brands, but he won't be able to give you color spectrums.
How would you paint the
you
honey
got a picture of
badger?
what he looks like, because I can probably tell you the colours, because I've probably got them here.
How would you paint this, Mike?
Well, I'm literally just priming mine now.
All right.
Ask me again on the next live stream, and I'll have a better answer for you.
He'll probably be painted by then.
Thanks, Mike. You want to give any ideas away?
I haven't even thought about it yet, to be honest.
I thought about actually to make one little bit bigger one than this, and put on his belly a lithophane, and then then because in the back I can drill a hole in here
and put a LED in it.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted, I could probably can do this logo here. What you have on your sticker.
Oh, we've got new
Put it on.
stickers as well, by the way.
Yeah, I have to see how the stickers come out in lithophane because
We've got new stickers.
yeah,
Holographic shiny stickers.
yeah, I saw them. They're really nice. I'd like to get one if possible.
I'd like one as well.
So he's
put me on
holding
that
out on
list.
you.
I love
You made
rainbows.
it holding out on you, James, huh?
Well, in all fairness, he did only receive them today, so.
Oh, okay, we'll let him off then.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, like, besides the BLV, it takes 2 times to make a right and a left. Did we lose James?
Yeah,
I
he
think
went.
it's-
He said to go to the summer house.
I think it's
That
run
you
off
need
to
some
find
parts.
something.
I think I hear him come.
No, he's just walked into the office.
Honey Badger, the new photocentric. How was it walking around there?
Unbelievable. Like,
Yeah.
so we didn't know what to expect when we went there. One, it's a UK-based company, so you expect less, if anything. We didn't know whether we were going to go there and it was going to be like a man in his shed, and then he took us to another place where there was another company and they were just putting some pieces together for him. You know, literally didn't know what to expect. And when we pulled up, there was like a couple of new Teslas on Tesla chargers outside.
Yeah.
And the building looks huge and was like, oh, okay, this is looking better. And then when we got inside, it was like, wow, this is not what I expected. But like their print farm there, amazing.
Is this the
Photocentric.
Yeah. Looks really
Right.
nice.
They were just so big, and that's not even the biggest printer they make. It's not even the biggest resin printer they make.
How big is the
No, they
biggest resin
make
printer?
2 bigger ones than that. They make the Maximus. So the Magnum is or the Magna, sorry, is a is like the Magna is a 23.8 inch screen.
Yeah.
Then which to be clear is already as large as I'm pretty sure the largest Piopoli is. I don't think Piopoli make one bigger than a 23.8 inch screen. I think that's kind of their biggest. They do the Maximus. The Maximus is a 40 inch screen.
Oh,
Yeah. Which by that time
And then-
was actually a television.
Yeah,
Just
and then on special order, they also make the Colossus.
And the
And the
Colossus, just to be clear, you have to have a forklift truck to remove the build plate.
Yeah. So the Colossus, if I remember rightly, is an 80-inch panel. But they only do those on special order. Like you have to. That's like Aston Martin. You can only buy one if you already own like 7 others.
And also,
Right, well, we're not getting any further on this tonight, ladies and gents, because I haven't got these parts.
you
What do you
haven't
mean?
put them.
I can't have done.
Like, you haven't printed them.
Well, I must not have done.
Sure, you didn't do them in the wrong colour.
I've looked. I mean, I've looked across everything that I've got, and nothing that I've got even comes close to looking like them. So I've got the tensioner arms, which are these red ones, which would imply that I did the other parts at the same time. But
Unless they
I haven't
failed,
got
you
any
didn't
other red
get them back
parts
on.
that look like that. So
Nothing that looks like these.
nothing that looks like them.
And Carl,
And I
them,
need to print them in ABS, so I've got to do them all at once.
Yeah, so
Carl,
would
that
have it.
Spider-Man that they printed,
So
them 3 models on that build plate were completely solid. They never hollowed them out at all. They were solid, and each one of them weighed about. How much do you reckon each one of them weighed? Half a kilo.
oh yeah, quite a lot.
And
Quite
the
a
reason they gave for not hollowing them out was they didn't have much time and couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, that was insane.
And they said we just put them on with auto supports and just press print and then went on.
Yeah. And that was genuinely, they were just like, yeah, we've like we're done. We're finished now.
well,
Crap.
I guess get to printing.
Looks like you're going to
Yeah.
have another headache tomorrow then.
Well, I'm hoping that I can put them on overnight. I'm just having one final check over just to make now I can see the parts here, make sure that I haven't got them. But like I don't see them anywhere. And again, there's 4 of them. So if I had one, then
You would have
then I know that I've either got the 4 or I haven't. But to not have all 4, like they're pretty distinctive parts.
Well, Carl, we've got another video coming out from Photocentric next week sometime, which is showing you all their resins that they make. But we are, I think, going back up there again in maybe a couple of weeks or so.
Yeah.
So there they are.
Like this. It's very annoying when I leave stuff out. Like, like it's very annoying. But it is what it is. Like I can't do anything about it. They're not printed, and I need to print them. So it's just irritating more than anything else.
Yep.
And I apologise to you guys for not being able to make a bit of progress on it. But
You did more
I mean,
during the day
47
today than you
minutes?
did on the live stream.
I mean, we're gonna come back, and it's just gonna be together next time.
Yeah.
I want to do another live stream at the weekends, and I will do my best to not try.
Well,
and
the only
not.
day we can do it is Saturday because no one's going to be watching this live stream on Sunday.
That's
No,
very true.
for
Yeah,
football.
obviously with the football on. It's annoying as well because they're only 4-hour prints. So if I'd have known that this morning, I could have literally had them done. But if they
Right.
ain't there, they ain't there.
It ain't there.
Like- I'm not
All right,
staying
James.
on for 4 hours.
Well, it was good seeing you all. I wish you the best of
it's
printing
good
luck,
seeing you all as well.
and I hope you get the printed too.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to end the stream there. It's a little frustrating, I know, but
Bye,
we'll come
everybody.
back when we'll come back. Probably not tomorrow, but probably Saturday, and we'll carry on with the build. I'll do my best to not do any more. I'm going to do a hangout. It'll be in the morning sometime, Jerry. So it'll probably be before your time. So you're normally about 9 in the evening. We'll be earlier than that. We'll be about sort of 5, 6 in the afternoon. So we won't clash. Right. Okay. Thanks very much for joining, guys. And a frustrating
Thank you.
end, but an end nonetheless. So we'll speak to you soon.